Okay, we'll get started here in just a minute. Once everyone gets filtered in, just give me a minute to take care of something. Okay. Aside from a few things earlier, we will see what happens tonight. And we've just launched our Corrosive Thoughts page as well on Facebook. And we're tagging it The Darker Side of Theories and Other Shit. So, if you got any interesting memes, dark, scary, whatever, post them all you want. Hello, whoever came in. Welcome. Welcome, one and all. Tonight, the show is all you guys. I'm just here. It's my channel. But let's see what you have to say. Uh-oh, I already scared someone away. I do believe. Whoopsie. Someone ran away. I don't know who it was. They didn't say anything.
Sometimes bored, sometimes lonely. Pimple-faced and rather homely. He wasn't much for socializing. The TV kept him mesmerizing.
Always a good thing, that. Everyone's got to love the brand at some point. That's where we all come from.
Got him a can of sniffing sauce. Pinned his mind upon the cross. Like a head knows what one desire.
So what do you guys want to talk about tonight? Any interesting topics? By the way, for some of those people out there who don't already know, check out the Geek Room and Brandon the Law. And if you can, try to donate to the charity for Fuck You for Cancer. And I hope I have that right. The last time I read it. Oops. Sorry if I didn't say it right. I'm sure it is. No, you don't. You just don't like to be hot right now. There are parts you disagree with and parts you agree with. Sort of like most Christians. Parts of the Bible they agree with, and other parts they just skim over. Not saying all, but there are a few. There are a few. Are you sure it's a fart, not a shit? Just for people who are curious, no. I do not claim to be anything anywhere near anonymous. But I do agree with most of what they say. They agree in total nonviolence. Well, yeah. Until the whole world can actually live up to that dream, I don't really see that as a possibility. There are things that sometimes violence is necessary to solve. Not always, but there are those times where it is very necessary. Sometimes a quick, accurate strike to someone's throat will end a lot more trouble than it starts. And no, I am not saying or agreeing with anything the government does or anything like that. I meant each individual person. Say you come across and are able to stop a rape. Are you going to try to find a non-violent solution to do that? Or are you going to have the moment in your head where you can quickly, accurately, and with a quick strike with anything you have to end it? I know what my choice would be. And I know there are people who are out there who say, well, there are people who are mentally ill who belong in. That's true. But you know what I mean. That belong in institutions. Well, were several institutions several years ago in Western New York and lower parts of Pennsylvania, and a couple in Ohio, and yeah, that had shut down, and many of which migrated over the time to different areas. There are quite a few numbered homeless in Erie who are actually mentally ill and actually have to commit a crime before they ever receive treatment. Which brings me into my topic of the night. I know I've said it a couple times today. What do you guys believe about the thing in Tulsa, Oklahoma, about the cops shooting a 29-year-old who was mentally ill? They had been to his house several times and left. He wasn't harming anyone. He did threaten that if they tried to come in, he did threaten force. And according to witnesses, he did have knives. But there are all stages of mentally ill. And I believe I've lost all my viewers today. Oopsie. Nah, just kidding. If I did, I did. Whatever. We're trying to hit those numbers. Don't forget to check out some of our other friends whom we've mentioned several times. Don't forget to enjoy your day. Earlier I was having kind of a crappy day. Lack of views. Cool. But anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. No one's watching, so what does it matter where I was? Yes, I see. Today, as I was saying, was kind of an iffy day. If it wasn't for a couple of people, I might have stopped altogether just because, my channel's still fairly new. Trying to get those views and subs. You know how that goes for some of those people who have already been started. Congratulations to our friends in the Geek Room. Working on, I believe they were getting close to 300 subs. Hopefully I get at least half as many. What do you believe is mental illness? Because like I said, there's all forms and shapes. Because no one is normal. The only normal people out there actually are people you don't know. And once you get to know them, well, yeah, at times there are those people who have more issues than Rolling Stone. And I'm going to take a short break here with rolling myself a cigarette. and getting something to drink, enjoy some music. Yes, music. Where is it? Well, that's what I get for thinking, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I live in Pennsylvania. No, I don't care. Take your time, take your time. Maybe we'll get lucky and our friend the Bridge Troll will come in tonight. I'll be right back.
Down the street you can hear her scream your disgrace as she slams the door in a stronger face. And now he stands outside. All the neighbors start to gossip and drool. He cries, oh girl, you must be a man. What happened to the sweet love you and me had? Against the door he leans and starts to see, but his tears fall burning, God hungry. And some castle made of sand far in the sea. Eventually an Indian brave who before was 10 played war games in the woods with his Indian friends, and he built a dream that when he grew up he would be a fierce warrior, Indian chief. Many moons passed, the more the dream grew strong, until tomorrow he would sing his first war song, fight his first battle, but something went wrong. Surprise attack killed him in his sleep that night. Some castle made of sand far in the sea. Eventually, take it, Johnny. And she couldn't speak a sound, and she wished and prayed she could stop living, so she decided to die.
Hey, we got another viewer.
Chair to the edge of the shore, and two legs she smiled, you won't hurt me no more. But then a sight she had never seen made her jump and say, look, a golden winged ship is passing my way.
What's going on, though?
But it didn't really have to stop. It just kept on going. And some castles made of sand slips into the sea.
Today's topic is mental illness.
Eventually.
And to what degree do you guys believe that mental illness affects someone in everyday life? Ooh. Like you're gonna tell me something I don't know about my own videos. I don't know who else is watching, but you know. What's your opinion on the shooting in Tulsa, Oklahoma? Do you think it could have been avoided?
Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm. Into this house we're born. Into this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone, an actor out alone. Riders on the storm. There's a killer on the road. His brain is squirming like a toad. Take a long holiday.
And by the way, our co-host
Let your
here,
children play. If you give this man a ride, sweet family will
I
die.
know you have enough there
Killer on
because
the
of
road. Yeah.
So, what do you think? You honestly think that it could have been avoided? Oh, so it's one cop shooting. Excuse me, police, I see one across the street. Sitting there, yet again, looking for speeders.
Girl, you gotta love your man. Girl, you gotta love your man.
Man,
Take him by the hand. Make him understand.
here we go. Speaking of mental illness.
Did you hear what it said?
Yes. So it's Star of the Spooky Week. you're even better than Nightbot. Hold on a second, guys.
Oh, they can hear this. I don't care.
I'm pausing the music.
Apparently, Shona was in Trevor Mission Gaming when he was playing Friday the 13th. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Trevor commented on a post in the Geek Room community Facebook page saying that he was in his live talking shit, but we had to go run an errand, and I was there. By the time I got into Trevor's live, the messages had already been deleted and he had already been kicked.
Aww. So you didn't get to pick on him?
I made a video about him last night.
You're not watching now.
Yes, I am. Babe. I am too. I'm in the chat. Go and look if you don't believe.
0 watching.
I'm in the chat. I know this one motherfucking fact.
Okay. Well, I love you too. You're such a wonderful, beautiful, red-headed psychopath. I love you.
Fucking ugly. Fuck you too.
Well, might have to cut this video short. Yeah, if that was an offer.
No,
Aw, damn it.
you're too poor. You can't. Oh no, wait. You got a penny?
No, I am poor. I'm so poor I can't even pay attention. Speaking of poor, everyone, don't forget to check out our Patreon at patreon.com, Theories and Other Shit. / Don't forget.
Whatever fucking link fucking Patreon assigned to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's www.patreon.com / Theories and Other Shit. And don't mind what it says. There are a few actual perks to helping with our Patreon.
For $20.
For $20, we may even let Amber come show herself and host the whole show by herself. No, just kidding.
No.
We might, send you a special t-shirt.
No, we might not.
Yes.
No.
For the right donation, yes.
Maybe $100 donation, because I ain't got fucking money to make t-shirts, fucker. Don't be promising that kind of shit.
I said maybe. I didn't promise anything, but what it says. For $1, hell, I might.
For $1, for $20, I will release Robbie's porn with the Asian ladyboy.
When did you get that? We know what Amber's been watching.
Shut up! You're fucked up. No, next time I go out, I'll talk shit about you. Be like, there's another shit. He likes it up the butt. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that?
No.
Catch me outside. How
This
about
isn't that kind of show.
Catch me outside. How about that?
But anyway, what's your stance on religion?
Kind of hard. Because I'm not Christian. I'm
No.
pagan.
Now you sound like Vaughn.
No,
Explain.
I'm legit pagan. I have that blood in my fucking...
Explain to our viewers what you mean. I know what you mean, but they don't.
I have an ancestor that was hung at the Salem witch trials.
And I know several people who have had people on both sides of Salem witch trials in their
legit,
family.
No.
Yes, this is over 100
My
generations
step-grandma-
of family tree history.
My step-grandma did the genealogy from my mother's side of the family. It's on my mom's side of the family. I am an actual pagan. I'm a descendant from a pagan.
You do realize that all witchcraft at that time, that they considered witchcraft...
but they drowned you or hung you if you can hold your breath for longer than 5 minutes underwater. Yes, I know.
That's not what I was going to say. It was mainly herbalists and people who were undesirable as far as they were weird, they were strange.
Yes.
They didn't fit into the norms of society.
Yes.
What does that remind you of today? How they lock people up and call it a mental illness. Being weird and strange.
Well, there's a lot of mental illness. You can't even define normal, so until you can define normal...
I already have.
Normal.
For this discussion, we are going with the theory that mental illness and normality, that normal people are people you do not know until you get to know them.
Because some people believe there is no such thing as mental illness, so...
Yeah, and there are some retards, no names, that... Well, that's not where I was going, but we can go that direction. That believe in flat Earth.
He
Robbie Battles and a certain prodigal chump.
Yeah.
But actually, what I was going to...
Von Helm believes that the Earth is flat, we live under a dome.
As I was going to go, where I was going with that, is that woman who thinks that taking cum in the ass apparently leads to malnutrition and that pedophilia is okay.
No, those are two different women.
Ah, well, they're both fucking idiots.
The woman that defends pedophilia says you can't control who you're attracted to. And the other bitch used to be a nurse, and she says taking loads of cum up the ass causes malnutrition, not AIDS. She doesn't believe that AIDS exists, even though it existed since what, late 70s?
At least.
The whole fucking era of the 80s.
Well.
And I was part of that generation.
Do you believe that that person, that woman, either one of them now has a mental illness because they're that stupid? Or are they just that fucking moronic?
I think anybody that defends...
Oops.
I
said the word fuck.
Yeah, and I think anybody that defends pedophilia should be shot in their fucking head.
Personally, pedophiles, predator pedophiles, there are those people who have been lied to and then been put on Megan's Law because they were lied to and didn't check it IDs for ages. But I'm actually talking about true pedophiles. Those that go in search of children, boys, girls.
Or like my ex who got caught pandering obscenity involving a minor.
I'm talking about those who are truly predators. I think anyone who is a true predator of a child needs to be put on a wooden stake, just like Vlad the Impaler did to people. And in this case, sit there for no amount of time, as much as it takes for them to slowly work their way down till the spikes finally come out through their intestines.
No, but like I said, I had an ex who I did not know at the time was a registered sex offender. Okay? Because he gave me a fake last name. He got caught pandering obscenity involving minors. Okay? What do you think about that?
I think that that particular person, again, being that is he a actual predator, or was he someone who was set up? What is your opinion?
I don't know. He preyed on me. I found out also he told
Well,
me
you weren't a child.
I was 22. I was 24 when I dated him. I was disabled. He wanted me to fucking pay for everything. He was trying to talk me into moving to where he lived, which was the state of Ohio, mind you.
Well,
So what do you think?
nothing like a cheap bullet to the head.
And you know what led him to dump me, per se? He said he couldn't date somebody that smoked more marijuana than him.
What a puss. But anyway,
Yeah, I picked the winners, don't I?
I'm not sure exactly how to take that one because you are with me now. So, trolling in real time on my show. Watch me get trolled by my own woman.
Oh yeah, baby, I'll troll you anytime. Okay, this just got really fucked up.
Well, we are talking about mental illness, and we are the two most twisted individuals that most people know.
Yeah, but I'm not mentally fucked up to fucking defend pedophilia and
That's not
be okay with it.
that has honestly, I don't believe that has anything to do with mental illness. That
Yes,
is
it does.
no, I mean to
Pedophilia-
defend it.
Pedophilia is classified as mental illness.
I don't mean that per se. I mean for someone to actually blatantly come out and defend it. Whatever that woman's name was, it escapes me right now.
But
I
there's
think
a-
she was trolling. I really do.
No.
Because if she is that stupid to believe that, come on. There
No,
is something
she's not
really
trolling.
fucked up with this person.
No, she's not trolling because after she made that video, she made a video after that talking about how she euthanized perfectly healthy rabbits because she didn't want to take care of them anymore.
Uh-huh. Did she eat them?
No. She what? I
Did
don't
she
even know
use
how-
their skin for anything?
No. She euthanized them because she didn't want to take care of them anymore.
Ladies and gentlemen, please go over and check out Corrosive Thought Inc. on Facebook. You'll see my opinion of what true animal abusers deserve.
And I got my dog taken away from me because I couldn't fix his fucking leg. You wanna know how bad that irritates me? I was willing, if they would have took payments, I was willing to fucking get his leg fixed. No, we don't take payments.
And unfortunately, we're not the only ones that has had that happened to in this state.
Yeah, but I did something. Huh?
But in the state of New York, most of the vets that you know there will
What
take
is
payments.
what is
They wouldn't
something-
tell you to go sign up for a credit card knowingly that you won't get it.
Yeah. And then have the fucking
balls to tell you we need $1,100 in
Just to cut
cash
his leg
up
off.
front, knowing that you're
poor.
on a fixed income.
Yeah. And I did something I promised myself I would never do, and that was to sign one of my animals.
And by the way, I am not e-begging, just for anyone who may think this.
We already lost the dog.
The dog is gone. But
Yeah.
no, I'm talking about with our Patreon. We're not e-begging. Tips are always welcome, but never asked for.
Blowjobs are always welcome, but always asked for.
Well, yeah, around here. Come on, baby.
No, I don't
We'll,
think so.
we'll
Tim.
give our viewers something really enjoyable to listen to.
Unless you want to get fucking banned from YouTube.
No, not
Okay.
really.
No.
But anyway, no, and our first month's worth of Patreon profits, 20% of that is going to the Geek
Geek
Rooms charity.
Called Fuck Cancer.
Fuck you, cancer.
No, it's called Fuck Cancer.
Oh, okay. Fuck cancer.
Yeah.
Within a couple of months, we hope to set up our own fundraiser. For anyone who hasn't heard, we're going to be donating to research on MS. We will, when we get that set up, we'll give you some more details on that. But for now, let's just say that'll be coming up, upcoming.
Because I have MS, if people were wondering.
The rest of that is going to go, I'm not going to lie, towards bills and improving our show. Hopefully,
Okay, Von Allen Jr.
I said...
Von Allen Jr. I'm picking on you, stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Or am I?
Mm.
That's for you to decide.
$1 million.
If I had $1 million, I wouldn't be living in this shithole.
Yeah, I would. I would.
Why?
Because then no one would know that we'd had that money. I don't want to be... Honestly, if I had $1 million, what I would do is I would buy...
An island. I would buy an island.
No.
Grow weed on that.
I would buy enough property, as much as I could, for $300,000 of land. Then I wouldn't say I would buy an extravagantly built house, but a nice place to live. I don't care. I mean, it's just you and me right now. We can always expand later. But I would have a nice little house. And I would turn around and put an enormous privacy fence around all of the property with warning signs that state, if you don't live here, you're not invited and haven't been invited, go the fuck away, because we don't give warning shots.
Or a sign that says, it's not the people you have to worry about, you have to worry about my dog.
You don't have to be faster than a dog. You just got to be faster than one of your friends. Hopefully you got a few friends that are, on the heavy breathing side when they get running.
Kind of like me. Oh, my word. We are so fucked in the head. Do you realize
Yes, I do.
Yeah, we're fucking.
By the way, check us out on Facebook, Google Plus, Twitter,
Water.
and don't forget to check out Amber's page and the Geek Room.
In your face.
Fran the Law.
In your face.
Stay negative.
In your face.
Let's see, who else?
In your face. Your face has a Facebook.
Our friend, I'm a Troll. Larry the Troll, Bridge Troll. Speaking of which, I haven't seen Larry tonight. Have you?
Nope. I got him buried in my basement.
Really?
Yeah.
Right next to Jimmy Hoffa, I bet.
Yeah. No, Jimmy Hoffa was killed by the mafia, you idiot.
Well, it's a pretty old house. And don't forget to check out Amber's page. And
I'm a redhead 420. Bitch. Actually, I don't really need the attention right now. I got too much attention.
you hear that? She says she doesn't want the attention. Come view mine. I'll take all the attention you want to give me. Hell, even for $1, I might even run down the street holding my camera saying, "It's alive! It's alive!"
For $1, I'll go down to the bar and drink copious amounts of alcohol.
Hopefully, once we actually do start getting some more Patreons, we're going to run full live once we get a little more equipment set up. $1 a shot night on Patreon. If I can talk tonight. Apparently not.
Are you seeing anything I type?
No. I'm not.
Are you lying? Are you lying?
No.
What was the last thing I typed then?
Who's on first?
Nope. Liar. You saw what I typed.
Me? Who says I can read? I'm the uneducated type.
Yeah, 2.2.
My name
It's Forrest Fortune.
is
Bubblegum Trim.
Tito. And
Tito?
yes,
Who the fuck is Tito? Are you sure you're not Tonto?
Tito.
No.
It's pronounced Tito.
No, it's Tonto. We're fucking idiots.
And now, 2 minutes of gurgling.
I swear to God, you make that gurgle. I'm gonna punch you in the nuts.
I can't do 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's fucking annoying and disgusting.
It would drive me absolutely bonkers.
It sounds like you're gargling jizz.
You would know all about that.
Nope, I don't swallow.
So you say you spit.
So,
I have a question for you.
shut up.
And for everyone out there. What is the bird of love?
Shut your fucking hole, because I ain't swallowing.
The swallow.
Oh, too bad. That shit ain't even going in my mouth, period. So, fuck you.
Oh, so you want period in your mouth?
Ew,
Is
no.
that what you're saying?
No, you want
You heard her, guys,
No.
ladies and gentlemen. I heard her say this.
No, you want period.
Secret sauce, baby. Nothing wrong with a little bit of Red Wings.
You're gonna roll me one too, but
I'll roll you all right.
no, I'm not rolling you in flour.
Weak burn.
My name isn't Robbie Bad. Oh, what? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta go see Popo still, like, casing out my house.
Nope. They must have caught some beer.
You know that?
You know, I have a question for our audience.
What?
Fire departments don't go in search of fires. Rescue workers wait until called.
No. Fucking point.
Why do police go in search of someone doing nothing to cause trouble?
Well, they actually don't go in search of it. They get a tip about it, and then they
No,
watch.
because I know quite a few people who have been stopped for appearance only. And I don't mean color or anything like that. Just specific the way they dressed. Specifically for the way they are dressed only.
I get profiled because I wear a tie-dye. Every cop I see automatically thinks I smoke pot because I wear a tie-dye.
Are they wrong?
Yeah, because I don't. I don't smoke the devil life.
Right. Not gonna lie, ladies and gentlemen, I do whenever I get a chance. Notice I said when I get a chance. Because I'm actually an adult stoner. And
So
I
am
believe,
I.
not just you, I meant in general. I believe in our bills come first.
So do I.
If we had children, they would be priority one.
Who says?
Me.
Okay.
And you. We've had this discussion because you said it too.
What? What? Refresh my brain.
I don't think you have the refresh arrow on your forehead.
Yes, I do. Refresh, error. Does not compute.
This just turned into a bad episode of Tron.
Does not compute.
Neither does Trump winning the election, but
Oh my god. Let's not talk about that.
speaking of to the topic at hand, mental illness.
Oh, now he's under fire because he was told to quit tweeting on Twitter, and he still tweets and basically tried to say that everything Comey said under oath to the Senate or whatever was a lie.
Yes, he lied about lying about lying. Does anyone else see the pattern here in government?
Even though Trump was told not to fucking say anything about the investigation into Comey. And he's the one that started the investigation into Comey. That's what I don't get. He's a fucking douche. Doesn't matter.
The rich
I
get
can't wait
richer
till-
and the poor get fucked.
Yep.
Welcome to the United States.
I
Land
know.
of the free and the home of the... If you don't got money, bend
of the
over and
1%.
take it.
Home of the 1%. But
Bend
yeah.
over and take it in the tailpipe.
You know what? Now Trump is going to start charging stores that take SNAP, which is also known as food stamp.
Or EBT.
It's called SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrition Program, or whatever. I can't remember what the A stands.
I understand, but in some states it's also called EBT.
Okay. You wanna know how old I am? I remember when I was a kid, there was motherfucking paper food stamps that you spent like money.
Really?
Yeah. $1 for a stamp, it was worth $1. The $5 food stamp was worth
Not
$5.
dating it myself, but I'm of the generation when government cheese was actual cheese and not Velveeta.
In the 90s, it was Velveeta. Oh, the government oatmeal. Remember the government oatmeal? Did I just really date myself?
You know, all I gotta say is I lived during Reagan's presidency. And only an actor can come up with the idea to sell the idea of trickle down. Basically, he said the rich are going to get richer and piss on you to get money.
Yeah, but Reagan was also.
I thought of a wonderful present for you. Shall I give you despair?
Was also willing to feed the poor.
Yes.
Hence the food stamp program.
All I have to say is, if they really want to improve the lives of normal, everyday people,
They need to
What?
tax the fucking 1% out there.
I don't
not
mean.
the
I'm not
poor
even
and the
talking about
middle-class poor.
taxes. I'm not talking about taxes. Because things will never be this way anyway. Because our country is so screwed that they're not going to do this.
Yeah,
But if-
without socialism, there is no capitalism.
if prices were to go back to a general standard, say at the very least, the early 90s, with the money people make now, that would be a living wage.
Or even in the 2000s, because I remember
And
when
that-
a fucking pack of cigarettes was $5.
I'm not even talking about cigarettes. I'm talking in general, specific. Food, utility bills, gas prices. Those are the biggest things. Our own government, who is anti-monopoly, has approved some of the biggest television monopolies just this year alone.
Yeah, but then you got Fox News, who's ran by fucking Republicans.
Yeah, and how many others? And CNN is run by Democrats. The whole thing is a scam. Our whole government, and I'm not going to say all the media because that would be unfair, but generally a good portion of our media is all there to keep people snowed and blind. And the easiest way to do these things that our government gets away with doing, declare a war on something, one way or another, whether we go overseas or not. The
Yeah.
drug war,
Drug
for
war
example.
has failed.
The war on terror
That has failed.
is another
also.
example.
That has failed also.
When you come right down to it, they are following what Nazi Germany's propaganda was when it comes to controlling the populace. The more you make your public fear you, and then make them, question their own loyalties, they're going to be sheep and cowtail to what you want.
Yeah, but you got people like Trump who did not mind being compared to Hitler, but had the balls to say that Bernie Sanders, because he was a Democratic socialist, would run this country like Nazi Germany during World War II, when Trump was compared to Hitler and he did not give a fuck. He didn't mind being compared to Hitler. It's just like him trying to build the wall between Mexico and the United States, trying to make the Mexicans pay for it.
Okay, all I gotta say is, the last time a wall of the magnitude on which he's speaking of was built,
It's the Berlin Wall.
no. There are walls bigger, such as the Great Wall of China, to keep out the Mongols. It goes from ocean all the way to the other end of the country. They're finding pieces of the Great Wall of China in other spots in China that have been buried and torn down to be rebuilt. It wasn't one wall, there were several walls. I don't know if anyone's old enough to remember this, but after the Berlin Wall itself fell down, for a brief time, right around the same era as the anti-drug commercials and all that, they had Don't build emotional walls to keep out the people around you. Now, translating that literally, this country is built on people who have immigrated and came here. Our own government has fucked over so many people, including
The indigenous people that were here to begin with, the Native Americans.
well, look, our country is named after Amerigo Vespucci, and everyone still thinks that it's Christopher Columbus that
Fucking
found
discovered it.
exactly. And even older, they found proof that Vikings were here first. They found evidence that there were Jewish settlements here in history.
Yeah,
So-
but you don't get taught that in high school. You get taught that
They-
Christopher Columbus discovered America.
They want people to be ignorant of history so they can control people. The more someone thinks, the more dangerous they are to them. They don't want people to know anything except for what they've been spoon-fed their whole life. And now it's even easier with the advent of the biggest thing, and we're all on it and using it. Social media. And don't get me wrong, I'm not out to discredit social media because I'm a big fan. I really am. But it is true. With the invention of social media, it is so much easier for them just to go, here, this is what we want you to see. This is what we want you to think. This is what we want you to believe.
Yeah, but then you got fucking idiots like Ron Helen who think the earth is flat and we live under a dome. That
Okay.
makes people that know the truth sound like complete fucking nut jobs.
Well, there's always that one government shill.
He keeps saying, "Oh, I'm gonna be Sorcerer Supreme." Really? KKK much?
Even the Klan are sitting there if they're watching his videos going, who is this retard?
He's not gonna be Sorcerer Supreme.
He has watched Sword in the Stone, the Disney version, one too many times, I believe.
No, he thinks if you're a pagan, you can become Sorcerer Supreme. I've only heard of that title in the KKK. That
No,
and the Grand Wizard.
No, those things are just yet again, a spoon-fed version of real history. Like the term witch, warlock, and all that. Do you know that at one time, male, female, or whatever, it was all referred to as witch?
Did you know that even Native Americans were considered witches because they did not technically believe in God?
That is why there are so many Native American languages
That are
have been
extinct.
extinguished. They're not extinct, they've been extinguished. The tribes still exist. But there are so many people forced into this is the language you have to learn. And it was their own languages were beaten out of them to the point where they've forgotten how to speak their own language.
Just like in Western New York, on the Indian reservation, if you go to high school there, you don't have to learn Spanish or anything like that as a second language. If you want to, you can learn the Seneca language as a second language.
Interesting. Again, that brings all the way around back to the original topics. How many of us are that mentally ill or naive to believe that our government really has our best interest at heart? Any?
They don't. It's just like our birth certificate. At one point, human beings didn't need their birth certificate. You want to know what our birth certificate actually represents, dear?
Slavery.
Our debt to our government.
Do you
are born
know?
into debt.
Do you know that your social security number is not meant to be in any way, shape, or form of ID? It says so right on your card. If you don't believe me, look it up. Go on, get your wallet or your purse, pull out your social security card, and read that. Not for ID purposes. Do you know that you can actually buy back your social security number and have removed from the system?
Do you know you can do that and denounce your American citizenship and get rid of
Your-
your social security card?
Do you know that technically no one in this country is truly a citizen anymore?
Like I said, our social security number, we are born into debt. That represents our debt to the government.
The way our society is written up, the way our laws, you are either one of three things: a citizen, a subject, or a ruling class. And the way the Terrorist and Homeland Security Act is written up, if you were to go out and scream at the top of your lungs, you are a citizen of this country and you have rights, they can actually arrest you for being a terrorist, because most people are no longer considered truly citizens. Yes, you might be born here. Yes, you might have been a naturalized citizen. But technically, you are still considered a subject.
Like I said, you can get rid of your social security number and card. All you have to do is go to the social security office. Say you are of native descent and don't get rid of it. You won't have a social security number anymore.
But, which also screws you in the long run, because nowadays, without that little piece of paper, without that number, guess what you can't have?
A job.
Or,
You can't collect social security.
or,
You can't get retirement.
or any of the other benefits that our government has force-fed people to depend on.
Could I say something? You know, when I went back for my disability, for my MS, they didn't even call me by my name. Guess what they called me? My fucking social security number. When I went to
Again, that leads us back into the other topics
yeah.
of the imprisonment of people, whether you're actually in prison or not. They imprison your mind into believing that if they can blind you and lead you around by the nose, that they can get you to do whatever they want. And in some cases, that's true. There are people out there ready, willing, and able to go, yes, I'm all for my government. You could be for your government or for your country and not stand for the crap that is being shoved down your throat. Whether you believe us or not, I don't care. Look it up for yourself. Learn these things. Read a book. I don't mean one of those things that you can find and download onto your cell phone or tablet. Go and actually get a book, a hard-covered, leather-bound book. And on that note, we're just running over the hour mark, so we are going to say goodnight and leave you with a little bit of music.
Hello, bye.
Good night, people. Don't forget, if you like our video,
Love it.
if you don't, thumbs down. Either way, a thumb is a thumb. Give us your reactions, comment,
Subscribe.
share us to all your friends, share us to your trolls. I don't care. Come on in next time and join the discussion. Next video will be Monday. Or, well, next live will be Monday. All right. Until Monday.
Peace out.
Peace and
Chicken grease.
thank you, but that's not what I was going to say. I was actually going to say, think for yourself. Question
Viva la
everything.
resistance.
Everything. No matter if it sounds right or not, question it.
I just said chicken grease because it rhymed with peace.
Question everything. Don't follow blindly.
Viva la resistance.
Good night, and
Have
see
a
you
ple-
on Monday.
Have a pleasant tomorrow.